Hey guys, Dave Maxey here from homemusicstudio1.com. So just had a couple of quick thoughts that I wanted to shoot out to you guys. And you know what, if you'd like more content like this is kind of fireside chat, just really shorter content than some of the previous stuff I normally release, definitely let me know in the comments section. I'd be happy to do more videos like this. So of all the questions that I get asked on a regular basis, of the top three is how do I train my ears for mixing, okay? And you know what? My answer to this question might be a lot simpler than what you would think. And I know that if you and I sit down and we Google a little bit of ear training, you're going to find that there are several tools out there to kind of help with this subject. There are some software out there that will generate tones and kind of give you a quiz on what it is that you think you're hearing, and to help you develop, okay, this is what 12K sounds like. This is what 60 hertz sounds like. There are also tools online that you can use to test your hearing. And it's amazing to me how many people are mix engineers, even in the home studio, who have never had their hearing tested. Okay, so those are all important tools. I'm not discounting them in any stretch of the imagination. I want to encourage you to do a little research on your own and find out what might be available to you. But here's how I would first answer the question, how do I train my ears for mixing? The first and very most important thing you need to do is listen to a lot of professionally recorded, mixed, and mastered projects. Okay, and here's the key with that. You need to be listening to those projects in the space that you're mixing in, preferably whether it's the headphones or the exact studio position you're mixing in is going to be ideal. So what you see around you right now, this is home base. This is Home Music Studio 1, if you will. Okay, so I'm in my basement. I've got a little bit of acoustic treatment in this room. And so I'm not discounting the fact that maybe your space is not perfectly acoustically treated, or maybe you've just got a pair of earphones, all right? And in those situations, yes, what we're officially hearing technically can kind of lie to you a little bit in regards to frequencies versus what's coming out of your monitors or your headphones. However, if you are listening on a regular basis to a lot of different styles of music and that have been professionally recorded, mixed, and mastered, you are training your ear to hear what quality sounds like. And that's immensely important when it comes to mixing. Years ago, I used to be a house engineer, contracted engineer. And so I would be hired by a company to bring in a PA and then to be the house engineer for local concerts, sometimes larger headlining bands. One of the things I would do that I found worked really well to kind of prepare the fans as they were gathering in their seats and getting ready to hear their favorite concert from whatever band that was playing is we would have background music playing on CD, a little bit lower, obviously, than the concert itself. I would simply just roll the highs out of those tracks as they began to play. People are coming in and being seated, make the music in the background a little bit dull. What I found happened is as the band started, it made the band nice and clear, nice and present, and it just made the live music sound better to the listener. Now, why is that the case? Truth be told, our ears are very relative, all right? In other words, have you ever been playing a track or maybe you're working on a project and it sounds great, sounds amazing to you. You've been listening for several minutes, maybe several hours, and then you even hopped on YouTube and you played the newest Adele release, or you played a new high-end track from one of your favorite bands, and suddenly your project doesn't quite sound as good. Well, our ears get used to hearing tones a certain way, and it's relative. In other words, you can compare one tone to another, and a lot of times, we don't necessarily listen to enough quality music to train our ears for mixing. So I want to encourage you, if you want to get better at hearing what should sound good or what your mix should sound like, what a mix sounds like that is good, then listen to good mixes. Listen to professional quality mixes in the environment, preferably right in the space that you're mixing in. And I guarantee you, over time, you will begin to train your ears for mixing, and you will begin to hear tones in ways that you haven't before, and you'll begin to gravitate toward what quality sounds like for your own projects. So hopefully, guys, this tip has been helpful to you. Highly encourage you to do that. If this video is something that it has been helpful, make sure to click like. If you're watching this in YouTube, definitely subscribe to the channel. And if you know someone else that could benefit from this video, make sure to share this as well. And then lastly, if you've not yet joined us in my free affordable home recording tips newsletter, which right now we've got well over 16,000 of us that are in that online community, I want to invite you to join us. You can click the link below. You can also, if you're watching this on mobile, click on the eye icon in the upper right of your screen. Drop your email on that free newsletter list. And just as a thank you from me to you for joining us, I'll get an absolutely free ebook out to you entitled Understanding Compression in the Home Music Studio. Looking forward to seeing you there. Until next time, this is Dave Maxey with Home Music Studio One.